hear the pop from the crowd, DC, as Nate Diaz gets set to make this walk here tonight. You never know when is going to be the last time we see this guy compete, but there's a lot to like when we see Nate Diaz in here.
Nate Diaz is a savage, a guy that just epitomizes fighter. From the attitude, the walk, the music, everything tells you that when Nate Diaz shows up, you're getting ready to watch a fight. A fantastic striker and a great jiu-jitsu practitioner.
Yeah.
Nate Diaz is just a well-rounded fighter and one of the biggest stars in the UFC.
We've seen the Stockton slap before. I'll set the total.
It's just so disrespectful.
Over under 1.5.
So
think he throws it tonight?
It's just so disrespectful, but it's so Nate Diaz.
All right, we'll see if he invokes the Stockton slap here tonight, but Nate Diaz is back, and hopefully in a big way for his supporters around the world. So you can sort of feel an uptick in terms of the crowd energy. A lot of these fans came to watch this man who you think has the skill set to be a future UFC champ.
I do, John, and I will go on record saying it. I believe this kid has a huge future ahead of him. He has a ton of skills. He checks all the boxes. He's got the wrestling, he's got the grappling, he's got the cardio, he's got the toughness. He can do it all, but it is on him now to make good on all the work that him and his team have done to put him in this position.
And the UFC, as you well know, does a masterful job with the matchmaking. When a fighter is this hyped and gets to this point of their career, they give him a guy who they think can beat him. We'll see how he handles this challenge tonight. All right, with that, both fighters have now graced the octagon. They will lock the door behind them, ready to go with a crazy fight here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Our tail of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. All right, now for the particulars, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Nate Diaz. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Caio, the natural Borralho.
Herbert Dean's in the building. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. Well, Nate Diaz has been in there with some of the best lightweights and welterweights on the planet. Tonight, trying to register another big win. Figures to have the boxing advantage. You know he has the reach advantage. We'll see how Nate Diaz approaches the early portions of this fight.
Big punch lands. Ooh.
Diaz gets hit by that leg kick. You may want to start checking some of these. All right, early in the fight here, and Nate Diaz off to a pretty good start. Found a home for that left hand.
I mean, and it's powerful. It does not seem like Nate is throwing it hard, but he always finds his target very accurate with that straight left hand. So he kind of feeds the right hand to get you moving where he wants, and then bang, he drops that straight left on you that hurts so many. Hurt Conor McGregor, and he hurt the welterweight champion, Leon Edwards, in the same way. He's going guillotine.
Archer now going to position over submission as he bails on the sub. Posture's up now. That's a vicious head strike. How'd he take it?
Get them out here.
Side control now. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
Diaz is looking for an armbar here. He is no one-trick pony. Oh, that looks tight to me. It looks like it might be locked in.
Yeah, it looks like it's done. It looks like it's done.
Whoa, somehow, some way he gets the arm out.
It looked like he was done, John, but he was able to stay comfortable, stay patient, and now he finds himself safe.
Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. All right, he remains in pursuit of the submission, but the defense continues to hold up. I'm not sure he's going to be able to find a finisher.
In MMA today, guys are so well-rounded. They're so gifted. It's hard to just lock up a submission, but he continues to try. And in those efforts, he has given himself a chance to win this fight.
I've never been submitted.
You never have?
Nope.
Lucky guy. I have.
Hey, scramble, get up. Scramble, scramble.
This is a terrible position.
Oh, good ground and pound here.
Get on your side. Get on your side. Don't let him keep you flat. You gotta move.
Yes, smart adjustment. Yep. Now he's going full mount.
"15 seconds to go." Back mount now. Round 2 is next.
Stop.
All right, buddy, take a seat. Relax, breathe. Relax. Respira. You did great out there. Let's make sure we're a little safer there, okay?
While we look back at some of the replays from that previous round, DC, a lot of good action for fight fans over those 5 minutes.
I mean, high pace, high intensity, all action first round. Both landed multiple strikes. What a great round to fight.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, round 2.
Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
Oh, nice job by Nate Diaz yet again to find a home for that left hand.
Yeah, he finds that left hand, John, and as we have spoken to time and time again, it does not look like he's throwing it hard, but he's so accurate and is hitting so well behind that slap right hand that when he lands the left, he can hurt anybody. That is Nate Diaz when he's at his best.
Oh, gotta keep pressing here. Oh, nice check on the leg kick offering there.
Beautiful shot lands to the leg there.
All right, different round, but same approach out of the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter. I'm not sure if there is an injury, but his ground game is so strong, he hasn't made any effort to take the fight there.
I don't understand when you possess that skill. When you're so good on the ground, he's so strong in positions, he does such a great job of finding submissions. I don't know why he wouldn't spin the vast majority of the fight there. Tonight he is fighting a very confusing style of fight, and I just don't get it.
Diaz gets tattooed with that hook. He's going to have to change some things here.
That one snuck in. Nice right.
His head's still attached to his body.
The last time I saw an uppercut like that, it was Overeem versus Ngannou, and you know they still haven't found Alistair Overeem's head.
Big right hand there. Well, he's landed a few big uppercuts already. I will bet you $1,000 he sets it up again here.
You're not taking my money, Jay. Hey, that uppercut is coming, and when it lands, it's going to land and land very damaging.
Oh!
Yeah, he hurt him real bad. He still hurt.
Man, look at the redness now almost immediately on the right side of his body. Well, defense doesn't necessarily win championships in MMA, but he's doing a nice job blocking these shots.
Oh, watch guillotine here. Oh, nice.
That guillotine is tight. Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense. We may get a finish here by triangle. He beat him so soundly with his hips that all he's got to do now.
Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Making all these shots count. Diaz guard now. Round 3 next.
All right, take a seat. Relaxa. Respira. Look, you're being overly aggressive right now, okay? You're being way too hyper on this fight. And you should calm down.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays, DC, and if you like the kicking game, that was the round for you.
Yeah, man, he used his kicks beautifully. He managed distance, managed space, and eventually those kicks started to really take an effect on his opponent and slow him down. He has to stay the course next round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous round.
Yes, it wasn't a bar fight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times when it came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
Hard shots landing on both sides here. Oh, he's on wobbly legs now. Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt. Diaz is taking aim at that cut right now, and hard to blame him, right? Might as well continue to target that area and see if you might get a referee or even a doctor to intervene here. Bleeding now, nasty cut on his nose. Lands the kick to the body there. That punch no good. Under 3. Oh, massive hit kick there. We'll see if he can finish. All right, well, he rocked him pretty good, but didn't sort of smell blood in the water, and now his opponent's back.
Blood's in the water. You gotta go get it. You gotta go find the finish. You cannot let him off the hook like that, because now he will be motivated to try to go and hurt you as you hurt him.
Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes in this one.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart to carry them through these very tough moments.
On that punch right there, his opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. That was a perfect shot. Oh, nice right hand. Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
Diaz is visibly bruised now on that right calf. You can see those low kicks starting to have the desired effect. Final 30 seconds of this third round. 20 seconds left. Diaz's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive.
Oh, what a way to end the round. Saved by the bell. He got stung by a huge shot right before the horn, and now a little bit gingerly, he makes his way back to the stool, and he's only got 60 seconds to recover here, so we'll see if his corner, physically, mentally, can keep this fighter in the fight. All right, there's the end of the round, so it was a huge strike to the head that stunned his opponent and nearly got him out of there.
Yeah, that was a big moment. A big strike lands, his opponent's on wobbly legs. That is exactly what you want to see as you're walking back to your stool. Your opponent staggering back to his corner and being hopeful that he can get it back together before the start of the next round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the fourth round fight schedule for right over the top, right to the target. Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after taking that one.
Gets back to his feet. Oh, he lands another strike to the body.
There it is again. Look at that.
Well, DC kind of just playing with him at this point, right? You'd think he's got to go in and just get him out of there.
Well, he's trying, but he gets a little bit anxious, so he starts to throw a lot of punches and not the right punches. And because he's throwing so much, he keeps missing, and by doing that, he's missing chances to end this fight.
Diaz has got a bruise appearing on that left side now. Got to think that bodily investment is going to pay dividends later in the fight. All right, so the commitment to the takedown pays off after several failed attempts. He finally gets his first takedown. Now let's see what he can do with it. Fighter trying to pass here, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Oh, nice job working hard, posting, and getting back up.
He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to keep that elbow.
DC, he is hurt.
What a beautiful uppercut. It landed beautifully. Perfect placement on that shot.
Landing on both sides. And the chins continue to hold up. So holding on to him here, not doing a ton, perhaps just looking to recover. Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace and landing far more strikes than he did in previous rounds. Well, I think I can smell the blood at this point in time. That canvas didn't look like that a few fights ago. Blood is flowing from that cut with every passing strike.
Every strike. And it burns. John, it burns so bad. When you get cut like that, every time a shot lands, it just burns. So this guy needs to try to find a way to not take and limit the damage he's taking to this cut. Easier said than done, though.
Well, he misses with the action there.
He landed it perfectly. Perfect position. What a huge blow in a big moment in this fight.
And back to his feet.
It's been a crazy fight.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Diaz's eye starting to swell now. And there's the buzzer indicating the end of round 4. All right, so there's the horn at the end of the round, and how about the swelling at this point on the fighter's forehead? That is not getting better, ladies and gentlemen. It is only getting worse given all the offense that's coming back. We'll see if they can get the end swell on there and try to keep this fighter in the fight. All right, as they attend to the damaged fighter, we will re-rack some replays for you. A lot of damaging strikes landed by the opposition in that previous round.
Well, him just not really paying attention on the defensive side has made his opponent look like an absolute world beater. He's a good fighter, but he has never looked this good. And that is partly because his opponent is not defending.
All right, so here we go. The crowd on its feet as this next round gets underway. You saw in the previous round, both fighters got rocked. I don't think the scorecards are going to be needed for this one.
No, the scorecard will not. He turned his entire body into that uppercut, and it landed exactly as he was hoping for.
All right, so he's landed a few seminal uppercuts already, DC. Got to think he goes back to it.
I am almost certain he's going to go and try to find another one of those. But expect it. Oh, get it.
Back to his feet. All right, so you see some redness.
He's in a lot of trouble.
Certainly a strong front runner for fight of the night as we go down to the wire here between Diaz is going for the sub here. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in.
Look at him, he's starting to toss it. Oh my goodness. He slams him down, uses straight power to escape that triangle choke. Great job, great technique. I mean, great physicality by this youngster.
And just when you thought he might get submitted, instead he turns defense into offense and power bombs his opponent on the canvas. A lot of top pressure being applied here. All right, well, if you like blood, perhaps this is the fight for you. That cut is really started to open up wide now.
It's starting to open up, but it doesn't seem to be affecting him too bad right now. It's still bloody, but it's not really limiting his ability to continue. Let's see if he can get through this and win this fight.
All right, dominant position for him here, full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you gotta start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
Trying to set up a choke here.
It's in there deep. There you go.
This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is...
And now he's got the back. Diaz is back in full mount. Really? Oh, there's the final horn. We go to the scorecards. One of the greatest fights that we have seen all year. The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest 48-47. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Nate Diaz!
All right, well, when he has been active, he has been dominant, and Nate Diaz got it done in a big way here tonight, DC. I know you're pretty impressed here sitting octagon side.
As he's gotten older, he's only gotten better. He's tuned everything up. He's brought everything in. He's not so wild anymore. He understands what he's trying to accomplish, and he gets it done tonight. Another victory for Nathan Diaz.